In today's video, we're going to show you what we do to get ready for a big trip.
Andrew and I have spent the afternoon on Gaia. We put it up onto the television screen where we could really look at it. We got kind of just distances of how far day 1, day 2, all this stuff is. Got familiar with the waypoints and the campsites. We also found gas stations around the national forest that we can, if we're at certain points and we're going to need gas, so that we're going to need some gas, we can bail out and shoot down because we're not crazy familiar with the area. So we found plenty of gas stations that are 7, some of them are maybe 14 miles outside or off of the trail, so not too bad there. So we got that done. We went back over all of Matt from Ozark Overland Adventures, went back over all of his videos just to kind of familiarize ourselves with everything. Just kind of doing the basic crossing your T's and dotting your I's, all this kind of prep for the trip. Our goal is, we're not going to get all 5 days, I don't believe. That's not really our goal. Our goal is really just to kind of get up there and just enjoy the area, which we love. So we want to just kind of get up there and just take our time. We're not in no rush. We're not trying to outrun everything and do every single inch. We would love to try to make it at least to OARC and before we start kind of heading back east. But we're just going to kind of take it a day at a time and just enjoy it. That's kind of what our goal is. So
Part of the process for me getting ready to go on a trip is getting food sorted out and getting food ready. So on our trip, I've got my menu planned out, and there's a lot of foods that I'm going to go ahead and cook now while I'm here at my stove, and I can do boiling water, and I don't have to worry about reserving water. That I'm going to cook and freeze, and that will also help keep all the food that's in our cooler cold. The more stuff I can take that's frozen, the longer everything else stays cold. So I'm going to try to cook and freeze everything that we take, for the most part, or it's already frozen before we go. So I am cooking pasta, I'm cooking rice, I'm cooking the things that require a lot of water to cook, and I'm cooking those ahead of time. There's a few gadgets that I take with us when we're camping that I wanted to show y'all. The first thing is our travel toothbrushes. Don't know if you've seen these or not, you probably have. They fold in on themselves, so they're really handy. I got this set, it was like 15 of them or something on Amazon. They come in different colors, which is really nice if you have multiple people in your family, and it keeps them all nice and clean, so that's definitely something that I always bring with me. I have this, which is kind of a neat little gadget. It's like a lanyard with little clips, multiple clips for your shampoo and your conditioner and your soap, and then we have our little body loofah things on it. But you can hang it on a tree branch. If you're in like a gym or something, I mean, it works for that. You could literally wear it around your neck and you're not having to set all your stuff down on the floor. So that's handy. This is really handy when you're out in the woods though, because you don't have to put this on the ground and get it all muddy while you're trying to get clean. Next thing is travel towels. I have several of these. They're kind of like a chamois. This is a 20 by 40. So they're pretty big. They dry really, really quickly, and they just fold up to nothing. So they don't take up a whole lot of space when you're traveling. Not nearly the amount of just a regular towel is. So they fold up to almost nothing. I also take these with me. These are wet bags. It's just a little bag. It's got a little zipper on it. And the inside is made out of, it's called PUL fabric. So it's like plastic on the inside, but it's a fabric. And so it's waterproof. So if you're out in the woods and you step in a puddle and you have wet socks and you need to carry the wet socks till you set up camp, but you don't want to just leave them on the floorboard of your car, you can put them in this, zip it up, and then take them out when you get there, and this will prevent it from getting everything else in your bag wet. The most awkward of things is the thing that I encourage. This is for the wives, so husbands, if you want to walk away. This is a life-changing thing when you're in the woods and you have to pee. It just is what it is. You know it's not easy. So it's this thing It's called a P style. The letter P, S-T-Y-L-E, P style. And I'm going to let you do your own research on how this works. I'm not going to show you how this works. But it does work, and it makes it infinitely easier to just go to the bathroom if you just have to pee in the woods. You don't have to shut down the whole camp. You don't have to get everybody out of the car. It's not going to be a 45-minute deal. It's not going to get everywhere. This thing is a life-changing device. We did just buy a little camp toilet, which is just a little metal thing that pops out for our big trip. But I've been using this thing for a while since we started camping a long, long time ago. And like, game changer. I don't worry about peeing in the woods anymore because of this little thing. So look it up. They're called P-Style, Shiwi, what were some of the other names? Go Girl was one. We just ordered our daughter one, and it's called Venus to Mars, Take a Stand, which is so stupid but also really funny. It matters. We've always had camping was the fact that 4 of us were sharing sheets, and so I bought these on Amazon. It's basically individualized sleeping bag liners is what they're described as, but it's just a sheet pocket. So I got one for each of us so that if someone's hot you can uncover, if you're cold you can cover, and I'm gonna hopefully load up 4 sets of sheets, 4 blankets, and 4 pillows into the tent before we go on our trip. The goal. Okay, we have this king size, this is a flannel sheet. I leave this on here just because it kind of protects the little mattress thing that's underneath it. Gives you an extra layer just in case. And so what I've done is I've taken and laid out all 4 of our blankets and all of our pillows nice and flat. Underneath the pillows I've got our sheets, and hopefully this will close. Hopefully. But that should be all of our bedding ready to go in the tent. No biggie. So let's see if it'll shut. That's some of the things that we do to get ready for a big trip. Currently, it's breezy. We're actually not sure if we're going to be leaving on Monday or not. Kind of watching Ida to see what happens. So when this video comes out, we are either there or we're still at home. We're going to kind of play it by ear and see. So by next week, you'll know what we decided to do. Hope this was informative, and maybe you can find some new things that will help make your trips a little bit easier. Thanks for liking us and subscribing, and we'll see y'all next week.
What?
Out here playing with your toy?
Huh?
You playing with your toy?
Not playing.
It's 100% playing. Am I in the shot at all? Okay. There's a few things that we have that I found on. Go ahead and drive it off. I know you want to get it out of here, but it's in the bleach. Oh my gosh. Doesn't look too bad right now.
This is what it looks like when a hurricane is getting close.
On its way.
On its way. Light and nice breezy. It's actually quite nice this morning.
It's really lovely today, right now.